Well, hello, party people. I hope y'all's day is off to a great start. You guys, I just want to share a little bit about my journey in these last. Has it hit 30 days yet? No, I have 3 days until it hits 30 days. It's so interesting how when you really start embracing yourself and like really indulging in the word, how much it starts to reflect into your life. And so many of you guys know I've been on a journey. I've moved from Virginia. I stayed in North Carolina. I lived in Maryland. And God has shaken up my plans again. And I finally came to a point where I was like, you know what, God? I surrender. I like actually surrender. I'm done trying to figure out what I'm trying to figure out. I'm just going to surrender. And even though a lot of things seem very uncertain, I know that they're certain in Him. And the more that I surrender on this journey, the more I understand why He called me to have this channel, why He called me to live there, why He called me to live here, why He called me to let go, why He told me to separate myself, why He told me to get out of certain rooms. And I'm just very blessed that I've allowed myself to remove myself. I've even asked God, like, God, if it's me, remove me from me so that I can stay in alignment with You. And sometimes, you guys, we are our biggest enemy. And I know for me in my life, I have been my biggest enemy for a very long time. I'm going to clean my camera off because this is not the best clarity. Well, I guess we'll let the sun rays come in. Add the little shebang to the new aesthetic that I had from God, because God said, Adri, I need you to wake up again. I need you to know how much you are worthy of what you have dreamed of. Do not let the journey take you away from your excitement, your joy, your happiness. He used it to restore me. And I just want to come on here and tell whoever's listening, whoever's a part of my journey with me, if you surrender, like I mean fully surrender, but actually do the work of what He's asking you to surrender in, you will start to see the reaps of your harvest. You will start to see the seeds growing. You will start to understand. You will look at life differently. You will explain things differently. You will hear things differently. And just in these last 27 days, I have heard God say, I have better for you. I have better for you. I have better for you. What you were doing, it got you to where you were for a certain point. But now I cannot let you do this on your own anymore. I got to come in and help you. And I'm just so grateful to know that, because growing up in a single parent household, there's only one parent and then somebody else fills in the shoes, which is typically the oldest child. So I have always, 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 always wanted that second hand. You know, that I like got you and you don't got to go figure it out type of got you. And I have not understood what that has felt like until I surrendered. I surrendered to where I wanted to live. I surrendered to the lifestyle that I wanted to have. I surrendered to the way that I wanted it to go. I surrendered from the type of people that I was dating. I surrendered from the friends that I had. I surrendered from the way I was working in my business. I surrendered from the way that I was thinking. I surrendered from the way that I was working out, because I started idolizing my working out instead of idolizing keeping my temple in good standing with God and really just keeping Him first. And God has pruned me so much since March 2024 of many things that I was holding on to, that I didn't understand that I was holding on to. But our brain is crazy, y'all. The more I get into the word, I'm like, you know what? I am not in agreement with what was said to me at that age. I am not in agreement with what that teacher said about me. I'm not in agreement with what family has said about me. I'm not in agreement with what a stranger said about me. I'm not in agreement with what even I said about me. And if you don't recognize what your brain is holding on to, you will self-sabotage on accident. Not purposefully, but you just stay so stuck in into it that you're like, oh my God, why? It's you. And it's not a bad thing. It's actually a thing where you should be like, you know what? I'm in the line at the DMV. And I got to check my status so that I don't miss my step. You see, I'm surrendering and I'm pausing because even in this moment, I still got something to take care of. And I'm not going back to edit this at all. Y'all going to be on this journey with me. And y'all will see the improvement on everything. Oops. Y'all will see it. Because I want this to be such a perfect YouTube channel of, I ain't perfect. And that's what was holding me back. And that's what was holding me back for a long time, trying to perfect myself, fit into other. No. I've surrendered to God. And right now, He's reestablishing me in a lot of different ways that I may not understand. Like, I even had plans this morning to go do some other things, but he said, I know what you want to go do, but I need you to listen to me. So I'm listening to him. But anywho, you guys, surrender. Surrender. And I'm going to give you a few scriptures that are going to start being my favorite, because as I've been in the word more and more and more, I am learning it for myself, but I'm also learning how to reiterate it back, because one thing that I'm understanding is that I'm not a churchy Christian. I'm not a churchy Christian where I'm going to shame you for doing this and doing that. I ain't got time for that. God will judge you. I'm not a judger. I used to judge. Ooh, child, if you know this face, if you know Adrian from back in the day, I still may make a face or two, but the Lord knows my heart. He knows my heart. And this morning I was listening to a sermon, and he said you need to know your 10 heart commandments. Jerry Flowers. So shout out to Jerry Flowers. Thank you for being a guidance for me that you don't even know that you are. And what I realized is when we have things that are in our mind that we're having a hard time letting go, it's because we have not spoken over it. And the shifting that God has done in my life, I have had to tell my mind, Adrian, you're deserving of this. This car, this blessing that he gave me, I was so focused on something else. God had to come in and shift in and say, Adrian, I know what you need. I know what you need. I know what you need, and just trust me. And I needed this. You guys want to know why I needed a car? And I didn't even know I needed a new car. The axles on my car were like this. Like, in the picture that they showed me, I went in for an alignment so that I could travel back to the state that I was residing in for a temporary time. I was on my way back. On my way back. I went to go get an alignment. It took me off my course of being able to get back on time like I scheduled myself. I scheduled myself. Hear that? I. And when I went in for the alignment, a whole bunch of different things were taking place. They were getting my car appraised. And I said, well, I'm not here for a new car, so y'all do what y'all do. Like, I mean, cool. Let me know how much it's worth so I know when I'm ready to trade it in for a new car, because my car is good. It's a good car. I keep up with the maintenance. 2019. It has mileage on it because I'm a driver. But, hey, I know it's worth something, but I'm not going to trade it in right now. That's not what I'm here for. I'm here to get an alignment and get back home. And during that whole process, what the maintenance ended up costing for my car, I didn't need an alignment. I needed a whole new axle. I needed a whole new axle. An axle that was not covered in my warranty. Now, my abundant mindset that I'm in now, when they said, Adrian, you owe me $3,000, my mind didn't say, $3,000 what? I said, why do I owe y'all $3,000? Because I know the quality of what $3,000 is. And why did I come in for an alignment and you're telling me I owe you $3,000? And what was needed to be fixed could have been fixed in my warranty. But guess what? My warranty was outdated. My warranty was outdated. I had to pay for it out of pocket. Who I am now did not fit my car. I could not just have my car get fixed in my warranty because my warranty was outdated to get my car fixed. And what God did was, behind the scenes, what my car was worth, it was able to be traded in. And God literally knew on the inside. I'm like, Lord, I did not ask for this new car. But God said, I'm going to give it to you anyways. And now every time I get in this car, it is a indication that, Adrian, you surrender and you have no choice but to trust God. You can't go back. And you want to know what God did? My axles, for 6.5 hours, my tires were fighting to stay in alignment. Fighting to stay in alignment. And now I got a car that is already aligned, and it is aligned with where God is wanting me to go. This was the first indication of the surrendering of my path that God was asking me to. I didn't even know I was surrendering. You want to know what a good friend of mine said to me? She said, Adrian, you went to get alignment, and you left aligned with God's will. I mean, just listen to that. You went for an alignment, and you left with being aligned. You went for an alignment, and you left aligned. I said, I'm getting an alignment. God is ordering my steps, and I just have to stay obedient, even if the world doesn't understand it. And in that is so empowering for me, because I'm like, God, if you can do this in less than 7 days, because it took 7 days, y'all. I was only in this area for 7 days. I was only in this for 7 days until I got this. And I did not come up here for this. You're probably like, Adrian, well, where are you? I'll tell you when God is done with the story, because I learned from the first time. I was yip, yapping, and I never consult with God on what I should be yip, yapping about. So now that I know I'm a yip, yapper, I'm going to tell you how God is using me and how he's forming me into who He already created me to be, while also pruning me so that as this journey unfolds, y'all can be like, I remember when she talked about that. I remember when she said that. I remember when she said that and it helped me and it hit my heart. But I also want to see what God's doing in her life. That is how we steward the gospel. Now, I never thought I would be considered of any type of ministry. I knew growing up I was part of the choir. I wanted to be a praise dancer. I wanted to be something. But God is like, Adrian, I'm a teacher. So I'm going to teach y'all something. That alignment, y'all. I said, well, God saved me money. Did the calculations. I said, God, this is your bill. This is yours. Because you are expanding. You are making my life expand, when in a moment I thought that I had to sit back. I thought I had to do away. I had to do without. Ain't it crazy how God shows you how worthy you are and you diminish? Hold on. Please return to the lobby and wait for your ticket to be called. All right, y'all. I got to pause this. I'll be back. I got to go be obedient and do what God has asked me to. TTYL.